holiday. It adds to my standard confusion, I should say. So, for any number of reasons. One thing is, I'll just give you a hint. This is one fun little thing, is that as we all know, that Chanukah was the well, we'll start off the other way around. It's interesting that in the United States, especially, Chanukah is referred to as the festival of freedom and liberty and stuff like that, which I don't know if that's of course. And what's fascinating is that, of course, it was the victory of the Taliban, so to speak, over the somewhat of the religious coercion was the victory of them, over the forces of Hellenization, Westernization, certain types of individual liberty. I mean, so it's just one of those interesting conundrums. Of course, it was that people were allowed to express themselves and had the choice to express themselves in a manner that they chose, which they happened to choose religious conservatism as opposed to possibly more liberal ideas. So that's one interesting thing to me. Another thing is that in Israel these days, Israel is a strange country anyway, which everything is the opposite, and they have this thing called the Maccabee Games, and of course the Maccabee Games, which are they use these word of Maccabees, which were against all things Greek, to trumpet their Greek games. It's just their mini Olympics. So it's just kind of an interesting thing how a lot of these things are confusing. It's just one or two things. What does Chanukah represent? So as in many of Jewish holidays, it represents renewal. Pesach represents renewal. Kippur represents renewal. Rosh Hashanah represents renewal. Everything pretty much represents renewal, which is forget the baggage that we have until now. Let's full steam ahead. Chanukah, rededication, to rededicate yourself, even though lots of crap happened beforehand, and forget all that, rededicate yourself. Also, it was the idea of vanquishing the few, the weak, the
have-nots.
1%.
The 1%. The 99%.
The 99% against 1%.
The disenfranchised. That's what I was doing. Thank you so much. The disenfranchised vanquished those who were franchised and who owned all the franchises.
McDonald's
exactly. Who had all the power, had the upper hand. And also, I think that's very, very important. That it's never too late. It's never too late. A successful revolution, one of the very few at that time. And it reminded me of I just mentioned this to you before. That reminded me of this. What do you call it? A T-shirt. That's what you call it, a T-shirt. That had this picture of this cartoon picture of a stork eating a frog. And all you see is the stork and two green hands, two amphibious green hands, coming out and strangling the stork by its neck. And the title, Never Give Up. Even as you're being eaten and you're down the gullet, you're still strangling the stork till right. So the gullet.
So the frog gets eaten in the end, right?
Well, no. All right.
So it doesn't really, even in Hellenism, it doesn't really mention the oil.
The oil. So that's another. There's another thing which is very well. So anyway, that snippet of it, that little part of it is that again, never give up. Never give up. Even though we might be whoever you are and the way you are, even though the challenge seems insurmountable, and it can always be. I think also historically, initially the celebration was on the military victory, but the rabbis then were none too happy with this because very quickly afterwards, the victors became the oppressors. And they almost immediately became the same people that they replaced in the
It took some time.
They all hated the Maccabees.
It wasn't right away. It was right, 30 years about the next monarch. About the next monarch of the second monarch.
So then the stress and the focus of the holiday moved from the military victory
They didn't want to give it back to the Kahana.
to the miraculous victory and the moral victory.
No, they didn't want to give it back.
The moral victory to the victory. Okay, I see my time is up, so I'll just shut up.
Tali or on Gilby or Shabbos in the evening. I had a little Chanukah Torah that I wanted to share that I thought of this week. And I was thinking this week about the Pak Shemen, and I think that how we can think about the miracle of Chanukah is like, we're the Pak Shemen, we're the little canister of oil, and how much do we have in us left? Especially when you're going through hard things in life. Do you think you can make it through another day? Can you make it through another week of that or another year of that? So that's what I was thinking of. That's my Chanukah Torah. That we are the Pak Shemen. Do we have enough gasoline in our tanks to get through whatever we have to get through? So I hope that we do. I hope that we do. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'hadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim l'avotenu bayamim. I am in my